this time in Syracuse at the New York State Fairgrounds for the Eastern Modifieds. Known as the Moody Mile, this track is longer and faster than most drivers are used to, just as Fritz Enright in the red number 6 car. Now watching this replay, as C.D. Colville in the number 61 car was rammed from behind, just enough to throw his car into a hard right turn and into the outside wall. Multi-car incidents in turn 4 turned out to be the rule rather than the exception here in Syracuse, and C.D. Colville was but one of the victims of the Moody Mile. Next, Brock and I called yet another incident in turn 4. Here we go with yet another restart of the National Auto 320 for modified cars.
Well, he gets a little better start this time. Oh, trouble right away.
A chain reaction right in the middle of the pack. 2, 4, 5, 6 race cars involved, and they never got to the start-finish line on the restart. Just incredible. These guys are out for blood today. And as I look back at that race, the carnage was just beginning. Here were a couple of the cars involved in that crash, including the J17 car of Jeff Hoetzler. Brock talked to him after the wreck.
What happened exactly?
Well, everybody bottled up on the start, and one guy got sideways, and the guy outside of me went over the right front wheel and bent it, and off I went into the wall.
That turn 4 seems to be a lot of trouble today. We've had a lot of yellows in the initial stages of the race. Anything going on? Is it just greasy, or is it just a place that's always trouble here at Syracuse?
No, what I think, everybody gets a little rammy on the starts. They think they get a spot and end up rubbing wheels, getting out of shape, and accidents happen.
Well, you heard Jeff mention that wheel contact is a cause leading to many crashes. This is just one of the hazards of modifieds or sprint cars or any open wheel cars for that matter. If the wheels of 2 cars come into contact, both cars are usually headed for disaster. For this reason, and just plain pushing too hard on the start, this scary incident developed. It was also in turn 4 and also at the start of the race. We got big problems in turn 4. That is the car against the wall of John Birash. Sammy Swindell has hit him, car number 11, who led this race earlier on. And Buzzy Rudiman has just rammed the parked car of Sammy Swindell. An awful collision in turn 4.
Well, Sammy Swindell was just sitting there parked, and the veteran Buzzy Rudiman came off turn 4, building up speed. We're going to have a yellow here. We've got a bad crash. The racetrack is almost fully blocked. Sammy Swindell climbing out of his race car. Birash and Rudiman still inside their cars. Let's take another look at what happened here. Coming off turn 4, we see Birash sliding toward the outside wall. There is Sammy Swindell, who follows him up against the fence, squeezes him in there, bounces off Birash's car, and comes to a halt. A whole bunch of other cars seem to get by in pretty good shape, and then Buzzy Rudiman, Steve Evans, comes wide off turn 4 and tags the stop car of Sammy Swindell. An awful shot. I'd say he probably hit him at almost 100 miles an hour.
And I'm sure that came as a complete surprise to Sammy Swindell. I would guess that Swindell was just about ready to unbuckle, Brock. Obviously he didn't, or he wouldn't have walked away from that car.